kicked in. As soon as the music kicked in, that's what was going on back here.
Yep.
In case you're wondering.
It's good stuff.
Also, are we going to be drinking next week?
The Soma bar is not here yet.
I know.
But
That wasn't the question.
So here's the problem I'm running into.
You said hang out, and I'm like, you know what we normally do when we hang out?
Oh, yeah.
Drink.
We do have some rocket vodka. We could bring the rocket vodka.
Do. Citizen 2387, I don't know what that is, so maybe.
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be talking about all of that in cities. I think you guys will really like it. Again, I'm going to talk about this more in detail. I'll have pretty pictures and whatnot, but the middle of everything is space, and then like these arms reach out like cities, tech, science, and then some things like cities actually branch out again and have energy, transportation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but all of them end up somehow back into space. That's my Grandmaster plan. Should rename that. Yeah.
I was trying to stay here so that I would block that there's nothing on the TV, particularly in the first segment. But then Ben decided he didn't want to be anywhere near me, so he was like 14 feet that way, which was uber annoying. Uber annoying. That's amazing, actually, right there. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thirsty.
Great. So glad we had that conversation.
Tomorrow begins right now!
Cool story, bro.
So, I'm still trying to get our show on Amazon.
Really? Come on, Jeff.
Come on, Jeff. So.
So stupid.
Welcome, Twitch users. I will likely, actually, how many viewers are on Twitch right now? Yeah, I know. So angry. That's not bad. So my game plan is for us, for the foreseeable future, to leave Twitch as our primary. We will stay on YouTube. But for those of you who are watching, I am migrating to Twitch as our primary, mostly because they reached out to us and said, hey, we love what you're doing, and Google/YouTube DJAF, right? I've even tried reaching out to them, and they're like, yeah, neat, you're cute. But Twitch actually was like, actually, you're pretty cool. We like what you're doing. So yeah. I was like, hey, you said nice things about me. I'll use you. So, and their platform, we've been trying it for the last few weeks. From what I can tell, yeah. From what I can tell, the Twitch platform is stable. It seems to be lower latency than YouTube, using the lower latency feature. And they've been willing to work with me like directly on any issues that I have. And their chat interface integrates with our stuff much faster and easier. So I think I'm digging on. We're going to stay with Twitch for a while. Again, we'll continue to broadcast on YouTube for now. Neuropilot, I don't call Sergey Brin. He's a big space geek. I don't have his email or his phone number. Imagine that. So, show was solid today. It does. Amazon. They require that you have no external call to actions. So every time we say patreon.com/TMRO or twitter.com/TMRO, we have to remove that from the show. Now, I think that's the dumbest thing ever. Because, and here's why, it's the dumbest thing ever. So, what I have been doing, which is a bit of a horrible thing to do, and I think it's going to come back and bite me, is I've just been simply muting the audio, but leaving it up. Right? So if you mention a website, like I just edited episode 2 with Lisa, and she mentioned some EDU site, and they rejected it because she said, ISU.edu.
Yeah, we can't let people getting educated.
Nope,
Can't
exactly.
allow people to get educated.
So they're like, no, there's a call to action in there, you need to remove it. So instead of actually just doing a nice, clever edit to kind of cover that up and simply remove it, which I could have done, I was like, fine, kind of gave him a giant middle finger, muted her audio during that section and removed it from the closed caption file. So she's talking, you can join in at, and then it continues. Every time we have, but the reason I want it in Amazon.
Can we just say that you can Google search it? Where can people find more information? Google.
No, that's an external call to action.
No, but that's not a .com.
Doesn't matter. It's still an external call to action. That is the specific rule, is no external call to action.
That's redonk.
That is redonk. The reason I want it on Amazon is, again, I want to reach a larger audience. I want to reach people that we haven't already hit. So I think in Amazon Prime, that's a new audience base. People wouldn't normally think to go there. Maybe you're looking for a movie. We're not quite up to the production level, I think, of some of the other things on there. He's not up to the production level, but it's well, come on, it's better than some of the documentaries on there. Don't roll your eyes. I'm angry at Dutta now. I'm here. I'm going to cover him up. So anyhow, that's why I want it to go, and it has been a tutti frutti.
Or lasers.
Chris Radcliffe replaced each external call to action with tutti frutti. That's from Craig Ferguson. So anyhow, hopefully, I'm about to resubmit it. Hopefully, Orbit 10 episodes 1 through 5 will
It should
make it
just
on
be
Amazon.
like, we love Amazon.
Oh no! Okay, so once it is
Amazon.
posted, I will tweet it out saying that we made it on Amazon, and it should have Orbit 1001 through 1005 or 1006. I don't remember how many got up there because we have to. Also, there's a whole bunch of stuff we have to do. Once that happens, I'll let everyone know. And if you wouldn't mind giving us a decent review, because we did a test and we did it with the EM Drive one, which was fine, except that a lot of people were like, well, this is anti-science, this isn't a good science show, so they gave us like 1 star, which I can see where they were coming from, and I get that, but now that's hurting our rating. So if you guys wouldn't mind when we post it, I mean, if you think the show sucks, then obviously give it whatever you think. But if you think the show is awesome, like a 5-star rating, I would appreciate it. And like an actual review of like, these guys are weird, but awesome. Once it's online, you need to watch the beginning slate, because that little like purple slate that says, complies with galactic broadcast regulations and whatnot, has been tweaked for Amazon to, at the very bottom, also basically say, we have to say tutti frutti because of Amazon. So it actually calls Amazon out and it's like, this is stupid, guys.
What's up, Amazon?
God.
What are you going to do, Amazon? What are you going to do? Pull it.
IB Geek, wait, this is real?
What?
Well, I mean, all of life could be an experiment?
Good.
I don't know. How do you define real?
Isn't that what Elon says? Amazon redacted. That's hilarious.
Tomorrow obviously hates.
That would be cool. Can our call to action be some super awesome other like spacey, sciencey product on Amazon itself? Would they still be upset about that?
Yeah, because they don't want you to have to leave the Fire app, specifically is what they said.
What if it's an ad for Amazon Fire?
This is, no, because then you'd be using the Amazon, no, there's so many rules.
So dumb.
It's so dumb. Oh, we need an intro. Jared, what did you like?
I could say I have an interview with George Whitesides,
I mean, you can.
but I obviously like the reuse, relaunch.
SpaceX recycles at its best.
Yeah, I'll just say, coming up, Juno is back. Juno surfing the clouds of Jupiter. You'll say an interview with, I've got an
Can
interview.
we say that
want me
we've
to say
got
that?
news, we've got comments, and I've got an interview with George Whitesides.
I've got news.
I've got comments.
And I've got an interview with George Whitesides.
Stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now. Like that?
Did we
Yeah,
just
but-
do the intro?
You gotta lose this. Not saying, just saying.
All right, here's number one. Numero uno.
Tutti frutti.
Tutti frutti. Coming up, news.
Comments.
And I've got an interview with George Whitesides.
Stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now.
That wasn't how we practiced it.
Number 2.
Super annoying. Not gonna lie.
Coming up, I've got news.
I've got comments.
And I've got an interview with George Whitesides.
Stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now. Tutti. Okay.
Good, because I was starting to not be able to breathe.
I've got comments. I'm interviewing George Whitesides.
Who can I say anything more?
What?
Yep.
Who can ask for
I
anything
missed that.
more?
Don't know if you could hear
I've
Kitty.
got things and I like the notes.
Jesus.
I'll use all of them at the same time. It's awesome.
Good thing I don't have my hand on the mute button.
Thanks to Wicked.
Yes! The core.
I like how he even changed the background. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's amazing.
the core.
It's pretty. It's a black hole.
Space news. What?
He was never.
He wasn't here for that. He never
What?
saw that.
What?
Hang on. Let's see if I can find.
What, is somebody like breaking their hands doing that, or?
No.
Oh.
Thankfully, no. Go. Are we so hyper today?
Oh my God.
Griffin no longer the NASA administrator.
Well, okay, that audio's
What?
blown to
Yeah,
bits.
yeah.
Coming up, Obama's inauguration pictures, but not just any pictures. Russia is shutting down its space tourism branch. Is that the end of space tourism as we know it? And the ESA is building a new kick-butt telescope, or they've already built it and they're about to launch it, something like that. All of that and a whole lot
Gag
more coming
me
up on the
with a
January
spoon.
23rd edition of Space Vidcast Live.
Space Vidcast Live. Good job with that.
That's because we had the dailies.
Yeah, I suppose.
So much stuff on the screen. Is this when we had the?
Good Jorb.
Push the button.
Push the button.
I really like that open.
I do too. It's
Neat and interesting to do. My name is Benjamin Higginbotham. With me is the lovely, beautiful, talented,
Tomorrow watches
and
yesterday.
incredible Carrie Ann Higginbotham. We are the Space Vidcasters. We are doing this audio cast live.
This is like watching the.
Oh my God.
We're
Hang on.
audio, so let's go ahead and bring up the chat room because we do have the chatters. Going vegetarian if you're plus.
Real-time chat room
Or
tells you
you're
right
gonna
there.
have
Real-time
all the
chat
time.
room.
Cannibalism.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Kind of the-
Here we go.
kind
Here
of
we go.
thing. So let's get into some. Let's get into some space news, shall we?
Space news.
Oh my
Thank you, Adam, for that.
Okay.
So we just watched the video.
I should be laughing at me laughing. I'm hilarious.
Oh my God.
I don't know how to feel about that.
We have come a long way.
Yes.
I've gained a lot of weight.
Yeah, like you're the only one.
That is.
Thankfully, that haircut makes me look heavier than I am in that
Hang
picture.
on. Here we go. For the chat room, there you are. Yeah, we want to see it too. It's
No, you don't.
It's pretty awful. I'm sorry. That's season 2, right? We hadn't. Although at least we had upgraded to.
Season 2, I'm surprised we were. I didn't realize we were that quickly into a space in season 2. I thought it was 3.
We move quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, when you
No,
look at the,
no. We don't move quickly. Ben!
I don't like standing still.
Ben moves quickly. So
Noticed.
annoying.
I keep tweaking things. It seems to be working, right? I mean, we've got a decent audio. Although
Hard to tell, you never stand still. Okay. You don't even sleep still.
that's true. I'm always tapping my leg or something.
Annoying.
Yeah. The orbit that open has a Falcon 1 launch in it.
Does it?
Oh, actually, my favorite part is we didn't get the synchronization rate on the cameras
Launch
correct.
it something like
So
that.
when
All of that
Mute
you can
the damn
see
thing.
the you can see the colors changing.
23rd edition of Space Vidcast Live.
It has a
loud.
Falcon 1 launch in
That's
it. Look at
Falcon
that.
Yes.
And that's
An animation.
yeah, that's an animation. That's Merlin, I think.
Merlin test, yeah.
Yeah. That's Shuttle. Shuttle was still flying. That's a mast in flight. That's oh wow. That's a constellation
Well, yeah, that
animation.
was Maston, but that was Armadillo.
Yeah, that might have been. So
Yeah.
that was an animation for the Constellation program. That was a Hubble animation. Oh yes, the old version animations.
Yeah.
Wow,
More constellation.
Constellation, and then like hit the thing. Yeah, and then all of the stuff on the screen, the .com, the making space. You got to do all of those things all at the same time.
Making space commonplace.
This is back when we tried to do the screens with the over-the-shoulder news item, and it didn't quite work right.
Well, we had to have our phones in our hands because we had to switch the.
Yeah, we had to switch the screens.
Yeah. It's also
wow.
where I tried to look more girly and I was wearing jewelry back then.
Jewelry.
Jar?
Jewelry.
Oh wow. And
Jewelry.
I don't
How do
have
you always say that word?
jar.
No, it's jewelry.
It's jar.
But jewelry.
Oh
jewelry.
wow.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry.
Jar.
No, jewelry.
Jar. I got the look. Look at
Yeah,
that.
you're gonna get
Look at
punched
that.
soon. Oh,
Twitter trivia.
gag.
We had Twitter trivia.
Jewelry.
Jar.
Jewelry.
Wow.
Spell it out. Why do you guys suck so much?
No, I know it's jewelry.
It's jewelry. It's not jewelry. It's jewelry. Jewelry.
But it's jewelry.
No, it's not. It's not though. Literally, it's like it's not caramel. It's caramel. There's
Oh.
2 A's in it.
Johnny Boy says, love the old logo, look like it's landing. Well, it looks a little phallic. Part of the reason why we moved away from it. The other reason was,
Thank you.
the other reason is everyone started doing that design for their logos. So we did it, and then a few years later, we saw like all of these different entities starting to use the exact same logo.
Not the exact same, but like
Basically
stupidly
very
close
similar.
enough.
And I was like, well, now we have no differentiation. This is
Yeah.
stupid, and it's super literal and easy, and I didn't like that. So we came up with.
They liked your face painting.
I mean, who doesn't?
Did they find the face painting?
Okay, as a German, you can't hear the difference between jewelry and jewelry.
No,
It's jewelry.
Oh my
but
god.
it's jewelry.
It's.
I've always said it jewelry.
I can't help it if
jewelry.
you're wrong. That's not my fault.
Jewelry.
What's the second month of the year?
February.
February.
We have our
Hey,
own
wait,
menace.
wait, wait, wait,
We have
wait.
our own menace.
Wait,
We
wait.
have our own menace.
Where does Lisa live? What country? What country is Lisa living in?
Australia.
Australia.
We need to get my mom on the phone.
Oh, that goes back
I
a
don't
long
know what's
ways.
going on.
Yeah, we know. Oh man. Jewelry.
Joke's on me today, I guess.
Straya. Straya.
She's from Straya.
Australia.
Straya. She's from Straya. But you gotta be careful. They have drop bears in Straya.
That's true. Drop bears.
There's giggling coming from behind.
Man,
me.
I don't know if you could hear that, but that was amazing.
Oh
It
man.
was stupidly high pitched.
Uh,
She sounds like me.
yeah, a little bit. Straya.
I haven't seen her get your giggles though.
She might be getting them right now.
Citizen 2387. Okay, you guys have become incoherent now.
Oh, see, it is difficult to read on air, isn't it?
Oh. Holy cats. Thank you. Nitschofmata. And Choa.
Nico half mutta. Where was I acting like a teenager? I wasn't acting like a teenager.
Like, oh my god, I can't even.
Okay, but really? Because, like, oh my god.
Oh my god, Kamina.
Nah, Kavamuda.
No, oh, so we have a fun game we play. So, Karian and I have a job. We work for a different company. We'll call it Company X. And I'm subtle. What do you want? The views and opinions of Company X do not reflect that. Blah 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 blah. And it's nowhere near here where we live because we live in the space station here. So we have a 45-minute to an hour-long drive every single day to and fro work.
Oh, I feel so bad for you.
Right. So. We have to find things to entertain ourselves, and one of the
Now I know where you're going.
one of the things we do is
Let me be very clear. This is Ben's fault. This happened well before any company we've ever worked for or together.
it did. I think it happened in Minnesota.
Yes.
Yeah.
Benjamin James, when we started the show, Ben wanted to make sure that, making space commonplace, as you saw in the original Space Recast, he wanted to make sure that everyone could feel welcome and included. And one of the biggest problems that a lot of sort of slightly niche industries have is they're trying to make things as quickly and easily understood by the people who work in that industry or for that company. For instance, things like SLS, SRB, SSME, all of these sort of acronyms, mostly 3 of them, so 3-letter acronyms that very
TLAs.
easily goes into a TLA. A lot of people don't know what they mean. You say that the SSMEs and the SRBs are on the STS, and that's a whole lot of just letters. It doesn't mean anything to somebody who doesn't understand what those letters mean. So, we have a tendency to expand those TLAs, if you will, so that people can understand what we're talking about. So when you say that you're talking about the solid rocket boosters that are on the space transport system, right?
Yes.
Now you have a better idea. You may not always know exactly which part those are. Is it the orange part or the white part or all of the... But then it allows people to be welcome into the conversation. So you can say, okay, well, the solid rocket booster, is that the thing on the side or is that the thing on the back? Great, now we can have a conversation using the same words.
Yes.
But for some reason, and these are reasons I will never, ever understand.
This is my innocent face.
You don't have one of those. Ben has
That's true,
decided
too.
that because he likes the shorthand. And
I do, not for the shows, not when I'm trying to feel
no,
inclusive.
but just in
but
his
when I'm
regular daily life.
Sure, I mean,
So
why?
there have been
Yeah.
times where Ben has wanted to let me know when he's coming home for various reasons of maybe we're going to go out to dinner or anything along those lines.
BCHN.
He will just text me over BCHN, which is Benny comes home now. BCHN, that's all I get.
BCHS.
Benny comes home shortly. Anything along those lines. Which has then evolved into being in the car way too long and looking at license plates.
Which have a bunch of letters that go together.
Usually 3 of them.
Yep, and you can turn those into bacronyms and whatnot.
Why not? So,
So we'll be in front of a car, it'll say like 7WSH443.
WSH.
I don't know.
With
Women-
shorthand.
With shorthand.
There you go. And
White snake hair.
we'll just play that until we get a new license plate.
Wolves sometimes howl.
Wow.
Where's Sam's head?
Usually whichever one makes us laugh the hardest wins.
Weekly space hangout.
Very
Weekly
good.
space hangout. There you go.
Oh, man. So, yeah.
So your homework between now and the next show
Yeah.
is to take a picture of a random license plate and bring that in and use that to open the show.
Ooh.
So everybody's intro has to have those 3 letters in it and be a backronym for that license plate.
Oh man. I just don't want to post other people's license plates on a public show.
No. You don't need the numbers. You just need the 3 letters.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, and here's the rules of the game. First off, it can only be a car directly. There are rules to this game.
He makes them up as they go along.
That's
Let's be
also
fair.
true. That's all. Usually, so they benefit me. So What? Like anyone knew that wasn't. Like yeah.
Usually?
Like there's ever any doubt. So it's only ever the car that's in your lane directly in front of you, right? So whatever car is in front of you, that's the plate you have to play off of. And the moment they exit the lane, you have to use the next car. Or the moment someone comes in between you, that's the car you have to use.
Yep.
Cool.
So if you create a great idea, but the car's exited the lane, you still lose because the car's no longer in that lane.
Anything else? I feel like there's other.
No, the rules will be made up as they benefit me.
Great. What's our favorite one so far?
24/7 fact. This was, I'm pretty sure this was back in Minnesota.
No.
No, it was here?
We were exiting the Toy Story parking lot. We were behind this car forever.
Yep. The license plate was 247FATH, which we're pretty sure we meant to say 24/7 faith, but there aren't enough letters
To put the I in.
So it's 247 fath. And we just busted out laughing, and we just started rolling off of that and making. Oh my God! It was incredible. It wildly inappropriate for this show because the F is an easy starting point. I cannot tell you how hard we were laughing on that. Unfortunately, it was only like a 5-minute car ride because while it's an hour to get from Company X to our house, it's only like 10 minutes to get from Disneyland to our house. That may be by design. That is by design. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Oh, man.
On a different topic, Ministode says, "Oh, Ben, I've been meaning to say for ages, there's peeps at the Mexican Space Agency that love the show. They approached me at IAC. Well, hello, peeps from Mexican Space Agency.
Hello.
I'm glad that you like the show.
Buenos
It
dias.
was fun to be at IAC.
Hola.
Hola, thank you.
That's all of the Spanish Ben knows, by the way.
Yo no habla español.
He doesn't actually know what that means.
Means I don't.
But I've told him that that's what he needs to say when somebody asks him.
Rebel.
Because before that he was saying Las cucarachas entran pero no pueden salir, but he also didn't know what that meant either, and it was very confusing. P.S. In case anyone is wondering, he learned that from Ren and Stimpy. There's a log, and then there was international log, and international log spoke many foreign phrases, one of which being Las cucarachas entran pero no pueden salir.
We all know that's not correct because I cannot stand Ren and Stimpy. Although, I will say this. So I'm in the video control room for Company X. And that came up, and actually I started going, it's log, and then almost everyone else in the chat room started singing along with me.
Because it's amazing!
Except for Emily, and she was like, what is going on?
Emily doesn't, really?
She does now. Rebel Ace Friesland, Rebecca. I remember.
This poor dude.
I know.
Like,
Rebel was like,
my name is not
why?
Rebecca!
What did I do to you? Twitch has a calendar. You can use it to let us know when and how alty the shows are.
Yeah, I think when and how late the shows are.
I did not know that,
but I'm not sure.
I'm still learning the Twitch platform, so I do appreciate anyone who's on the Twitch platform being like, you're doing it wrong, this is better. So I will absolutely, once I find the calendar and figure out how that works, I will add it in, absolutely. Government Chief says, tomorrow Disney! Yeah, actually, when we are large enough, and we have tomorrow cities, tomorrow space, tomorrow science, tomorrow tech, tomorrow food, tomorrow oceans, tomorrow transit, tomorrow energy, all those shows, and we have millions and millions of viewers, I full well expect to have a tomorrow meetup. Like, we'll actually do a giant Uber Tomorrow show somewhere, like maybe once per year, make it a big kind of conference kind of thing. We have to be big enough where enough people come.
Pretty cool.
You best believe I'm doing that at some Disney place. Most likely, I'm just gonna have to be the Contemporary Convention Center.
Oh, I was gonna say the Anaheim Convention Center.
Well, it could be.
That'd be hilarious.
It could be either, but I think the Convention Center at the Contemporary, because that has it's got the monorail going through it, and that feels like the best kind of place for the tomorrow shows.
Yep. Yeah, totes tomorrow food. Don't be silly.
Mini Stones, I think I want to move to LA for Tomorrow Science. Heck yeah! Tomorrow Science works really well on the Observation Lounge, I think.
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Also, we have a bed.
also, we have a bed. Boom. Room and board fixed. Can't pay anything, but tomorrow Disney. Citizen 24039 asking the three of us, Moon or Mars first? Jared, Moon or Mars first?
Mars first. So,
Why?
because of the same reasons Anita Sengupta said Mars first was because it develops the technology in order to go anywhere.
Dutta, Moon or Mars first?
Moon.
Moon first. Why? There you go.
I understand and agree that the problems that you're challenging and that you're trying to solve are different, but I think we got out of the habit of solving problems.
You think we need to stretch our space legs again?
I think we need to stretch our brains again. We need to stretch our budgets again just to understand what it takes to actually overcome all of these difficulties and do it in a safe manner where help is 3 days away instead of 9 months.
Well, it's 9 months just to get there, not even to get back. I mean,
Right,
yeah,
right.
you gotta wait for the orbital mechanics to line up.
Right.
Carrie Ann, Moon or Mars first, and
Moon.
why? Moon, why?
Because I can see it.
Because you can see it. That's
a good
actually, I
reason.
think, no, that's a really good reason, right? Because you can tell your parents to go out tonight, look at the moon, and I'm there. I'm looking back at you.
Well, yeah.
There's
I
something
mean, we
emotional.
can be on
There's a connection there.
a call, a phone call, a video call, or anything like that, and be able to step outside and essentially see each other.
Do not step outside on the moon, but yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, you can step out, like you can get,
You can
your bottom will be contained, but you can step into the top part of the little robot thing. You covered that earlier.
You know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Okay. Ben. Mm-hmm. Because you're clearly not going to ask this question to yourself, / this is why you left yourself for last. Sorry. I'm so sorry. You're right. That's for you.
Oh, yeah, let's just step back.
Answer the fucking question.
The answer is both. There's no reason we have to do one or the other. We can do them both at the exact same time. And the challenges are different, and we should. Both is the answer. Thank you.
Because they are hard.
What's that? So I think that, of course, we should, because empirically it would just apparently make sense because obviously the U.S. and everybody, all the children, you have to, have the education, and that's why.
With the maps and the...
Right?
That was pretty good. Pretty close. Whew, are we winding down here?
I think we are.
I am, because I think that my eyes are going, they're trying to crawl their way out of my head.
That's interesting.
I found a 1960s rendering of the ITS.
Okay. Drop in the show. We'll close the show on this. We'll just awkwardly stand here waiting for Dutta.
Sure.
It's pretty normal for us. Rock Rancher, people will work on Luna but live on Mars. I think people will work and live on both.
That's a commute.
That is pretty close to that. It's even got the big glass thing up front, doesn't it?
Sort of looks like the world's largest butt plug.
On that note,
All right, how inspirational.
I don't think I can gracefully exit now. So see you in 2 weeks.
Bye,
or
everybody.
Patrons, we'll see you next week. Making it awkward, man. Yeah, you're not wrong.